Let's take a look at creating custom gradients. To do this, I'm going to add a gradient fill layer. This makes it very easy to see the dialog. Click the gradient to open up the gradient editor, and you'll see several presets available. These give you an idea of what's possible. Let's start with a simple one here, and what I want to do is click to modify the color stop. This allows me to load any color using the standard picker here, and it makes it very easy to load. I'll make that a print safe color and click OK, and then come down here to the other swatch, and we'll load that in as well. There we go. Nice rich purple. And you see the blend between the two. Now, we have the ability to modify this a bit by moving the midpoint. Notice as we change how the gradient blends. We can also go ahead and add another point. So as I drag that there, you see it adjusts. If you want to insert another stop, just click in the empty area, and this is where you can map in a new color. In this case, I'm going from a hotter pink to a rich purple to a lighter purple. And with each selected stop, you have the ability to adjust the midpoint to further refine. If you want to add opacity to those stops, click above. And these create blending. So you can go ahead and have the bar fade off. And you notice there it ramps to transparent pixels. Just like before, you can move those around if you'd like to refine where the colors begin, where the opacity starts and ends. That's a very typical solid gradient, and as you see, there's lots of choices available. If you want to save that, just click New, and it will be added to your presets list. You could then click Save to save a set. If you want to switch between presets, you'll find several options loaded, and these will give you different behaviors, such as a neutral density filter, which can provide a little bit of shade at the top of the image. For example, if I just adjust that angle and click OK, you'll see here that we can change the position and even move that neutral density filter around, which could be used to basically darken the horizon. Now, there are many types of gradients, and one of my favorites are the noise. Noise gradients are very useful as they allow you to combine different colors. I find myself using these a lot to create backdrops. Essentially, you can just click Randomize, and it will cycle through all the available colors. If you want to limit those colors, for example, maybe I just want reds and blues, randomizing will cycle through different combinations. I could set a threshold range, for example, only use bright blues and bright reds, or maybe dark blues and a wider range of red. And you see it updates with each click of Randomize. That does a great job. If you want to, you can also restrict the colors, and this will keep them from becoming overly saturated for purposes of print, broadcast, or web design. Once you're satisfied, click OK. Down here, you could change how the gradient behaves, and you'll see a wide range, and these can of course be moved around. Now, I'll typically stick with the linear gradient, but remember, all of these are adjustable. You can also change the angle, and if you'd like, introduce some noise by checking Dither. Let's zoom in so you can see this better. And without dither and width, it's very subtle, but it introduces a noise pattern to help the gradient out and make it easier to see. If you want to switch it, just click reverse and the gradient will go the opposite direction. So, a lot of options when it comes to creating custom gradients. You'll find yourself using these tools when you want to generate a sky or perhaps a background texture to use in a graphic design project.